It's 6:30 a.m. Sunday morning, folks, so grab your coffee, sit down, and enjoy Laura Crowley, Doug DeForest, coming to you almost live from Houston, the biggest little city in Texas County. It's the people, sights, sounds, and tastes of downtown Houston after hours. Now here's your hosts, Doug DeForest and Laura Crowley. Well, welcome out to our second show. I'm Doug DeForest.
And I'm Laura Crowley.
You are, and look at that hat.
Don't you love it?
When we started this show, the first thing I said to Laura was, Laura, you have to show us your hats. You got a hat collection that won't quit.
It won't quit because I keep buying more.
What do? You just how many hats do you think you have?
I don't even have a count. I haven't thought to count them. I probably have about 30 or 40, and it's growing all the time.
So you're somewhat psychotic.
I dig them, man. I really do.
You wear them a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of your thing.
Yeah.
Well,
I like this one. This one's kind of funky. I didn't realize the feather things really were my thing.
Yeah, that's never been your thing before, the feather?
The feathers? No.
Well, not much.
But I love this hat.
You know what? My thing is? What? My bulbous neck. My humongous neck. On screen, I looked at it on the opening show, and I looked like a turtle. I mean, I swear, I've never seen... I've got to go and have a neck transplant, if I'm going to do TV. The neck has to be like...
How are they going to do that?
Like Manute Bowl or something, like bring it down to just like it's a giraffe-sized neck or something. I don't know.
How's that going to work?
Well, like lipo neck? I don't know, liposuction neck?
Do they do that?
I don't know. I hope so, because I don't want to keep doing TV with this bulbous neck.
We're going to have to find the guy that does the neck.
That's right. We need to tell folks what's going to be going on the show, because this may be their first time tuning in. This may be your first time tuning in. Okay, well, what's going to go on this show every week is we're going to show you things in and around the Houston, Missouri area.
Missouri.
Did I say Missouri or Missouri?
Missouri.
Missouri to some of us, Missouri to others. And folks, there's a lot of great stuff happens in this town, and we hope to capture that here on Downtown Houston After Hours.
Yes.
So if this is your first time watching the show, I can tell you won't be bored.
No.
No, because we're insane, and it'll work, I'm telling you.
Yes.
So, we're going to be seeing scenes from The 2-Minute Chef, which was a popular, at this time, slot in another show that we had. Mm-hmm. And
I learned a lot, by the way.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, Ian's a rockin' cook. We also have a segment coming up called Misunderstanding the News, which is hilarious, and you won't want to miss that. Mm-mm. We have guests from all over the area, and live from the Mojo Monkey stage,
yes,
we have music on every show, and it features some of the best local and live talent in the area. Mm-hmm. So it's going to, you got a lot to see on this show.
You will not be bored, and the talent is amazing.
I tell you what, I've been in the music business my whole life, as we know.
Yes.
And the talent that I saw here, when I was a kid, I was there was only 4 or 5 of us that really did music around here.
Right.
All these kids are great. Every one of them. They just, I guess it's the internet or...
It's in the water. It's Texas County water, I think.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, ask Duncan Smith. He'll tell you that.
Sure.
Yeah, Duncan tells everybody that.
Yeah, it's in the cows. It's in the grass. We grow a lot of grass here.
And that's what he made sure and told us that. Boy.
Yes, he did.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go to break, and we're going to bring in Elaine Campbell here in a minute. And look at this coffee right here, Laura. Starbucks coffee.
I know.
Who would think you can get Starbucks in Houston, Missouri, but you can.
Yes.
And it's over at Simply Sweets right across the road.
I know.
Yeah. Guess where we're going for lunch? Simply
Sweets.
Sweets. Best burger in town. I think I'm going to buy.
Okay.
Well, that's how I rock. I can't.
Yeah, you can buy me.
All righty. So, folks, don't go away, because in Downtown Houston After Hours, we'll be right back in just a couple of minutes.
Crowley's Homeworks, turning houses into...
From the first look at Crowley's Homeworks, you will notice the thousands and thousands of ideas for any home project. Crowley's Homeworks has the best selection in the country. You don't have to drive miles to make your home beautiful. Just come on out to Crowley's Homeworks. 3 convenient locations to serve you.
Crowley's Homeworks, turning houses into...
Crowley's Homeworks, Houston, Salem, and Mountain Grove. Corner Express Shell wants to tell you one thing. If you try RV gas in your old clunker, you might see a magical change from that clunker into something very special, a high-performance winner. Try V-Gas at Corner Express Shell, the last locally owned and operated convenience store in Houston, Missouri.
Hi, this is Dawn at Memories and Dreams in downtown Houston. We have all kinds of items, repurposed, new, used, and wholesale. If we don't have it and you're looking for it, we'll try to find it for you.
Memories and Dreams, 103 South Grand, phone 967-7102. Simply put, Simply Sweets is amazing. Simply Sweets on Grand Street in Houston, Missouri has everything you want to fill that sweet tooth desire. And great meals too. And it's the only place in town with Starbucks coffee. So head on out to Simply Sweets, your tummy will thank you. It's time for some downtown Houston after hours shout outs, folks. Shout out to our good friends at Landmark Bank. Landmark Bank, here for you. Locations all over South Central Missouri. Whispering Pines Cafe next to Gas Plus. Phone 967-2275, open 7 days a week. Sharpshooter's Gun and Pawn, phone 967-0515. Stop by and see us, you'll be glad you did. Shout out to Rootin' Tootin' Alpacas, 16967 Highway B, phone 967-3801. Shout out to Double R Pawn, Houston, Missouri, phone 967-2706, located on South Grand. Shout out to S&S Package Liquor on Brushy Creek Road, phone 967-2505. Shout out to our good friend Bob Amber down at Bob's Barber Shop, phone 217-9719. Mojo Monkey, the home of our music segments, phone 967-7160, 219 North Grand in Houston. And now, the segment we've been waiting for. It's the 2-Minute Chef with Chef Ian Driesel.
I'm the 2-Minute Chef, and I am going to show you how to brine and roast your own turkey today. I'm also going to show you how to make your own cranberry sauce and a good giblet gravy. First, we're going to start out with the brine. I've got 10 cups of water boiling here on the stove. To that, I'm going to add a cup of salt, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 8 cloves, 12 bay leaves, and 4 cinnamon sticks. 3/4 of a cup of dried sage leaves, 3 tablespoons of black peppercorns. We're going to let that come to a boil. And then we're going to add that to 22 cups of cold water in a cooler. All right, now that it's cooled down to room temperature, we can go ahead and put our turkey in. I'm going to go ahead and do that breast side down. Because the breast tends to be the part of the turkey that gets the most dry. I'm also going to cover the rest of the turkey with ice. I'm going to go ahead and leave that in the cooler for 12 to 24 hours before Christmas Day so I can pull it out, wash it off, and start cooking it. Now, I've pulled the turkey out of the brine and I've rinsed it off really, really well. Now I'm batting it dry with a paper towel. You want to make sure it's dry so that you can get the optimal caramelization on the skin. It's very important that you wash the brine off your turkey because if you don't, the salt and the sugar in the brines will over-season and over-caramelize your bird. Now I'm going to take some butter and I'm just going to go ahead and rub it with my hands all over the skin. Make sure you get in the creases of the legs. Make sure you get in the wing. All right, now I'm going to season the turkey with salt. And I'm going to get a good amount on the outside and on the inside, wherever you can reach. Because if you season all the way around the meat, you're going to have a lot more tasty bird. Then I'm going to get it with a little bit of pepper, just on the outside with the pepper. Then inside the cavity I'm going to place an orange, a lemon, and about a half a cup of dried sage. I'm going to tuck the wings. Then I'm going to put that in the oven at 400 degrees for the first hour. and then I'm going to turn the temperature down to 300 degrees for the next 2.5, 3 hours after that. All right, now we're gonna go into our cranberry sauce. You need a 12-ounce bag of cranberries. I'm gonna go with a half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of white sugar, a half an orange zested, one half cup of orange juice, and a half a cup of chopped pecans, and a pinch of salt. I'm just gonna stir that, start dissolving some of that sugar. Then I'm going to put that in a 300-degree oven for about an hour, checking it every 15 minutes to stir.
Hi Brady, how are you?
Corner Express Shell is Houston's only locally owned and operated convenience store where we treat you like family.
At Corner Express Shell, we treat you right, one smile at a time. Corner Express Shell, Houston, Missouri.
Crowley's Homeworks, turning houses into
From the first look at Crowley's Homeworks, you will notice the thousands and thousands of ideas for any home project. Crowley's Homeworks has the best selection in the country. You don't have to drive miles to make your home beautiful. Just come on out to Crowley's Homeworks. 3 convenient locations to serve you.
Crowley's Homeworks, turning houses into
Crowley's Homeworks, Houston, Salem, and Mountain Grove.
Hi, this is Dawn at Memories and Dreams in downtown Houston. We have all kinds of items, repurposed, new, used, and wholesale. If we don't have it and you're looking for it, we'll try to find it for you.
Memories and Dreams, 103 South Grand, phone 967-7102. From the moment Glenn Romine Sr. first saw that old Model T, he knew what he wanted to do. He wanted to bring quality Ford products to the Ozarks. In 1933, Glenn Romine Sr. did just that. He opened Romine's Motor Company in Houston, Missouri. As Glenn Sr.'s boys grew, Glenn Jr., Don, and Bob all watched their father do business a very simple way. An old-fashioned handshake and a smile, and the best deal you could find. That's right, it's still done that way today at Romine's Motor Company. Glenn Sr. believed in salaried salesmen, so those salesmen would fight to give their customers the best deal possible. And it's remained that way for over 80 years. That's Romine's Motor Company on Highway 63 in Houston, Missouri. Phone 417-967-4134. It's where you'll get your best deal the first time around. Take it from the great Glenn Sr. himself.
Romine's Motor Company, Houston, Missouri. Best idea I ever had.
Simply put, Simply Sweets is amazing. Simply Sweets on Grand Street in Houston, Missouri has everything you want to fill that sweet tooth desire. And great meals too. And it's the only place in town with Starbucks coffee. So head on out to Simply Sweets. Your tummy will thank you. Time for some more great shout-outs, folks. Shout out to D&L Florist. Since 1990, a full-service florist that ships worldwide. Phone 967-3705. Shout out to David Atkinson, your insurance and financial professional and Farmers Insurance agent. Phone 967-2600. Shout out to the good folks at Martin's Plumbing, open 24 hours a day. Shout out to High Element Studio for all your recording needs. Phone 417-598-2490. Shout out to Jay and the gang at Quality Painting Construction, 417-260-1991. Free estimates and great work. Shout out to Diamond D Insurance, phone 417-268-8690. Shout out to our friends at Texas County Memorial Hospital, phone 967-3311. Shout out to our friends at Evans Funeral Home, serving your family with dignity and compassion, phone 967-3355. Shout out to Jay's Automotive and Towing, phone 967-3252. Shout out to Missouri Loan Center, phone 967-2274. A big shout out to our friends at Pizza Express, phone 967-4473. Donnie Wells, American Family Insurance, a big shout out to you, phone 967-2400 for your insurance needs. And that's just some of our downtown Houston after hours shout outs.
cold sweat, high-headed believer. I threw my hands in the air and said, show me something. He said, if you dare, come a little closer. Round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now tell me now, tell me now, tell me now you know. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you, and it takes me all the way. I want you to stay. It's not much of a life you're living. It's not just something you take, it's giving. Round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now tell me now, tell me now, tell me now you know. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you, and it takes me all the way. I want you to stay. Ooh, the reason I hold on. Ooh, 'cause I need this whole gun. Funny, you're the broken one, but I'm the only one who needed saving. 'Cause when you've never seen the light, it's hard to know which one of us is caving. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you, and it takes me all the way. I want you to stay. Ooh, the reason I hold on. Ooh, 'cause I need this whole gun. Now I want you to stay.
Hi, Brady. How are you?
Corner Express Shell is Houston's only locally owned and operated convenience store where we treat you like family.
At Corner Express Shell, we treat you right, one smile at a time. Corner Express Shell, Houston, Missouri.
Hi, this is Dawn at Memories and Dreams in downtown Houston. We have all kinds of items, repurposed, new, used, and wholesale. If we don't have it and you're looking for it, we'll try to find it for you.
Memories and Dreams, 103 South Grand, phone 967-7102. Simply put, Simply Sweets is amazing. Simply Sweets on Grand Street in Houston, Missouri has everything you want to fill that sweet tooth desire. And great meals too. And it's the only place in town with Starbucks coffee. So head on out to Simply Sweets, your tummy will...
Well, it's good to be back, and it's good to have company, Laura, I'll tell you.
It is. I was getting tired of it just being you.
That's no fun at all.
I'm sorry.
Who do you have over there? As if I didn't know.
This is the beautiful Elaine Campbell.
It is the beautiful Elaine Campbell.
Oh my
We
goodness.
matched today.
Yeah, you do. You guys are like.
We called 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
to
Did you
decide-
guys get on the phone and
We
decide what to wear?
No, not really, but it sounds
It's a
good.
nice story.
It's a nice
You can't make Elaine lie, I'm telling you. Elaine, you're here to represent Downtown Houston, Inc., and talk to us about a few of the great projects that you guys got going on,
Well, the main project that we're working on right now is Save the Melba.
which we are into. Salute.
Salute.
Yeah. So now you guys are a 501(c),
Yes.
and which means that donations that come in to help us do the projects you're doing are tax deductible.
That's right.
That's great.
Right.
Right now they are. We hope they continue to be that way. Show that poster because we were talking about this earlier. Yes.
Which way? This way?
The camera's over there, Elaine.
Okay, I didn't know whether you wanted to see it or the camera wanted to see it.
This is the Melba, for those of you folks who either are watching from other towns or are just seeing, this town for the last 10 years. The Melba was a treasure here.
Yes.
And one of our big missions with this show is to try to help you guys save the Melba. We're very important. As a matter of fact, if we can save it, we want to start shooting the TV show there.
That's right. That we would like for you to.
So yeah, the poster shows you what the movies. It shows you the Love Me Tender movie. My mom was at that.
Wow.
I won't tell you what she did when she saw Elvis. It was bad.
I can't even imagine.
So tell us how you're going about raising the funds for this.
Well, the first thing that we need to do is we need to purchase the Melba. It still belongs to the family that owned it for many years and that built it originally. We have applied for a NAP credit, Neighborhood Assistance Program credit, which will help businesses donate to us.
Wow.
But the first thing we need is $40,000 to purchase the Melba, then we can go in and clean it up. Then we have the plan that it would take about $500,000 to put it back in order. Right now we have this money-making project that says that's my seat and you can sponsor a seat. We hope that the Melba will hold at least 300 people, but we want 250 permanent seats in the Melba. The stage in the Melba is 10 feet wide. Well, it's going to have to be more than 10 feet for what
Obviously,
we're doing now.
yes.
But it's going to have a handicap ramp and things. But if we have 250 seats, if someone has an orchestra or something, they can be in front. Or if they just need more seating, mobile seating can be put in place. But we've had a lot of people and a lot of interest in helping us get the Melba. It's right in the middle of downtown.
Yeah,
and if your
makes
downtown
sense.
just falls down, why, that kind of reflects on everything else.
It's a beautiful building.
Oh, it is. It's really.
It's priceless. Now, didn't they have the cry room, we always called it, in the back of the Melba? Was there a little room where you could take the baby if it was crying?
Yes, there's.
That wasn't what we did in that room when we were kids. We kissed the girlies back there. That was our thing. And then when I turned 3, I stopped that. No, but the old theaters had the cry room, which was basically made to take babies back when they were crying. And I think I remember one being in the Melba.
Yeah.
And I remember the first movie I saw in there was Gentle Ben, I think it was, or one of those. It was one of those really cool, like had a bear in it, and so there's a lot of history with that building. But now this isn't your only project.
No, we're working with the Lone Star Annex, which is the buildings that's down next to the Lone Star Plaza. And that building will include a place for the Friends of the Library to have their books, also for the library and a meeting place for different people in town. And there's also the back part of it that has some storage rooms that the farmers market can have a walk-in freezer. And we do have a grant application out right now for a walk-in freezer and refrigerator. A storage place also for the farmers market to keep their tables, not have to drag them back and forth when
awesome.
they come every week.
Icons like this, I travel a lot playing. I play in a lot of Orpheum theaters, and they're saving them all over America. And to let one go to dust is terrible.
It's horrible.
Have you ever seen one fall apart?
I have, but just to let that beauty and that nostalgia go like that is just, it's horrible.
There was one, I think, in Rockport, Texas, down where you're originally from in
Right.
that area, and they saved it. I've played in it. So I know how important these projects can be, and I urge people to donate. Here's what it looks like now. And you can just see it's just falling in, and it's a sad moment in history if this doesn't get back to us, Elaine, I think.
Right. Well, one of the things that people don't realize, I think, is that it will take about $500,000 to put this back in shape. And then it's going to take a lot of money to sustain it after you get it. Who's going to rent it and things throughout the years. But we have a lot of partners, like the school would like to have their presentations over there. Miss Merry Christmas, Miss Texas County, we'd like for you to come down and also do your taping there. But we've had the Ministerial Alliance that would have meetings there, Farm Bureau, lots of people.
Use.
Sure.
Lots of use.
We
There's
have
a lot of youth here that do
Right.
plays that have to
Right.
go to Willow Springs or West Plains or a lot of other areas, because we don't have a facility here to accommodate those talented individuals that want to participate in those kind of activities.
Well, tell us real fast. Tell us where we can go now. Now, Laura has magic hands. She's going to wave it on the screen. Well, tell us where we can go to find you on Facebook.
Okay, Save the Melba is on Facebook. Excuse me. And then here's Downtown Houston Inc., Post Office Box 170. We are selling sponsorships of
I don't
seats.
know how she does that. That's just, let me try it. Nothing. Nothing. Well, we want to thank you for coming, Elaine, and man, we just had a great time learning about the Melba Project. We're going to be speaking about the Melba as much as possible throughout the season.
Good.
And the fact that you came in and sat with us on our second show. Our first show was a Christmas special, so we weren't here. But,
I was on that first show, too.
oh, that's right, you were.
She was with us.
We participated in Share Your Christmas.
Yes.
My daughters, 2 daughters, and I, and my husband with us also. We had 18 entries in
They were
the Taste
moving
of
really
Christmas.
fast, weren't they?
Yes. But
Well, you
yes,
know-
I like that.
You know, TV, you got to get it all in, you know. And then
That's
I
right.
had to stop at my scream, you know, which was kind of
It was disturbing.
Okay, Elaine, thank you very much. And I know Laura appreciates you being here and looking at her
Absolutely.
hat. What do you think of her hat?
I love her hat.
Folks,
I know
It's
you
my
don't,
macaroni
but
hat.
I do.
No, I do. As a matter of fact, I told her to bring that hat. What'd you say you call it, your macaroni
It's
hat?
my macaroni hat, like the
Has a
feather.
feather.
I'm not sure where she killed the bird that got the feather from the top of it. Didn't find that in the woods.
I can't reveal all my secrets.
Conservation Department won't come and get you,
No.
now will they,
No.
for having it?
I don't think so.
An
Not
extinct-
if I don't tell
Well,
you.
folks, we'll be right back
On
in
the
a few
TV.
minutes. And we're going to talk to Elaine a little bit more here on the break. We will be right back with Downtown Houston After Hours.
Time for some more Downtown Houston After Hours shout-outs, starting with Shelter Insurance. David Keeney, phone 967-4112. Shout out to Dr. Joey Richardson III, phone 967-4528 for your dental needs. A big shout out to our friends over at Paws and Claws. Get those pets trimmed now. Phone 967-6951. And a big DHA shout out to Houston Herald. Contact them at 417-967-2000 or find them on the web at houstonherald.com.
Folks, it's great to be here with you this week, and we're going to be back next week, this time 6:30 a.m. right here in Springfield, Missouri on KOZL. It's great to be here
Yes.
at Downtown Houston After Hours.
Reaching back in my memory, think of no